Welcome back, bienvenue, and all that jazz. It's time to talk about some books, or in particular, today we'll be talking about the books that I'm planning, hoping, dreaming, wishing, manifesting to read in the month of October. There are quite a few on this list, and I was feeling very thematic, so I have my little Hocus Pocus shirt on. So without further ado, let's just jump into it because I think there's like 8 or 9 books on this list. So send me well wishes that I can get to everything. But first off, the Great Cosmere Along is continuing this month because Secret Project 4 is coming out on October 1st. And so I will link the playlist of the previous Cosmere Along live shows if you've been following along, or if you just want to jump along with Secret Project 4, I will be posting on the socials whenever that live show is going to be happening, probably like the first weekend of November or so. But we're all really excited. This is the Stormlight adjacent one. I don't know what the title is. I really have no idea beyond that it's like potentially Stormlight adjacent. So really excited for that. And I hope you will join us in reading and discussing that one. Then the Shades of Magic read-along hosted by Elle from Elliot Brooks is kind of concluding in October, where we will be reading the brand new Fragile Threads of Power. This is the continuation trilogy from the Shades of Magic trilogy. Here's hoping that it gives me some of the resolution and answer some of the questions that I had from the original trilogy that kind of left me frustrated at the end of that one. I'm really hoping that this new trilogy kind of expands and deepens the lore and gives me some of those answers that I have been wanting, because that first trilogy is really fun, but it leaves the last book leaves it so open-ended that I'm just like, I need more answers than that. Then I have a billion and one read-alongs going, or buddy reads. And so with Kristen, a Fictional Escapist, we'll be continuing along with the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne. I reread Malice in September, and then we will be continuing on with Valor. It's a very fun, like very classic fantasy feeling. There was some tropes in the trope salad that is Malice that were not my favorite, like the murderous bully, like that kind of stuff that I just don't really enjoy. So here's hoping that we kind of move beyond that and start to see more and more of this world becoming its own thing in Valor and beyond. And then the other thing that we are buddy reading is we have been reading the Divinity's Twilight series by Christopher Russell. This is a self-pub kind of post-apocalyptic-y fantasy with some sci-fi elements, because there's also like guns and bombs and like that kind of stuff, but there's also like magic involved in how those things work. I'm still working my way through book 1, but we will hopefully be reading book 2 in October, and then we'll be caught up on this series. Then with Alyssa from Nerdy Nurse Reads, we have been reading the Red Rising trilogy. So I finally read Red Rising in September, and I definitely have a lot of thoughts. I'll save them for my wrap-up. It was definitely not my favorite thing in the world, but it was fast-paced and action-y and a page-turner, but there was a lot of things about it that I really did not enjoy I don't know. We'll save that for the wrap-up, but I'll be continuing on because we all know I have a completion problem, and so I'll be continuing regardless, and I'll be reading Golden Sun in October. And I know that Golden Sun and Morning Star people love even more than Red Rising, so I'm hoping that those books will click with me better than Red Rising itself did. Then the last couple of things that I'm trying to read are kind of just finishing off series that I've already started. And so I would like to continue. I read The Queen of Blood, book 1, and The Queens of Renthia by Beth Durst in September. So I would like to continue on and read book 2, The Reluctant Queen, in October. And it should also be perfect because it has very creepy spirit vibes. You're kind of like in a weird forest setting where the spirits want to kill you, but they also want to create things. And there was like really big explosive ending, kind of leaving on a cliffhanger at the end of The Queen of Blood. And so I'm really curious, like, where are we going next in The Reluctant Queen? And I can't wait to find out. Then I would like to finally, I keep forgetting that it exists because I got it for an ebook version, and so it's just been like languishing in my Kindle, but I would like to finally finish the friggin' Winnowing Flame trilogy. So I need to read The Poison Song, which is book 3, and I read the first 2 books way earlier this year, and I had such a fun time with them. It's such an interesting blend of like a fantasy world with some sci-fi horror elements, but the sci-fi horror elements are all kind of with the antagonists. And in book 2, we really started to learn more of like the weird world building of this place. And so I am so excited to see where this trilogy goes, because it has fun, like animal companions that have a lot of personality. We have cool magic. We have like really interesting, creepy antagonists. And I'm so curious how this series is going to conclude, and I need to finish it before I forget everything and have to reread the whole trilogy. I need to remember to get to the friggin' Poison Song in October and just finish the dang trilogy. Then the last thing that I'm kind of planning just to have is like a fun, like October-y vibe book. I don't read much horror, so when I do read horror, it's more in like the YA or middle grade lane where it's like spoopy or just kind of spooky. And so I want to try, since I've been having so much fun with V.E. Schwab lately, I want to try her middle grade Cassidy Blake series. So I want to try City of Ghosts, which is the first book in that middle grade series. And it's like following this girl who can see spirits or something. I don't know. It's something ghosty and like, ooh, creepy. I really want to try that. And then just because I'm trying to finish so many series and have so many buddy reads going on, I think I'm going to skip the Mug of Mysteries for this month, and maybe I'll pull twice in November. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, so those are all the books that I would really, really, really like to get to in the month of October. In the comments down below, why don't you let me know, are you a horror reader? And if you are not, and you're kind of a wimp with horror books like me, what are some creepy or atmospheric books that you think fit the season? I'd love to know. If you just want to leave an emoji, leave any of the cool like Halloween-y emojis. So leave the ghost or the vampire or the zombie or whatever, just for fun Halloween vibes. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday because it's also my birthday. So I hope you guys all have a lovely October season, and I'll catch you in the next video. So please do the usual and like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more bookish shenanigans like this from me. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!